What's good, YouTube? It is your boy Lit, back with another NBA 2K24 video, and in today's video I have another episode of Rare Builds for you guys. As you can see on your screen, in today's episode we are creating a two-way diamond sharpshooter. So with that being said, let's jump right into the build. Now obviously you can make this build at any position. I went shooting guard because that's usually the position that you see, the sharpshooters or the two-way sharps at. This was a staple build, especially in 2K22. This was one of my favorite builds in 2K22. My two-way sharp, 6'5", like 180, 190 or something like that. I forgot how heavy I was or light I was, but that build went stupid in 2K22. Didn't really see a lot of those builds in 2K23 because everybody was on 6'9" builds, but 2K24, I'm starting to see a couple of two-way sharps here and there, a couple two-way diamond sharps here and there, so I decided to make one myself. This is the template I went with. Again, 6'5", 205, 6'7" on a wingspan. I only went 6'7" on a wingspan. No, people going to kill me and say, oh, wingspan, because, we're playing. If you play good defense, your wingspan is not going to matter. I box people, and I have builds with a 96 3 ball with really short wingspan. Like, on my three-point shot hunter, I have a smaller wingspan as I'm only 6'5" or 6'6", and I have a 96 3 ball, so I had to go lower on my wingspan. I have no problem guarding people. I have an 85 perimeter defense. I have no problem guarding people because I know how to play defense. The wingspan isn't going to magically make you play better defense. You might get a little bit better contest percentage, but if you know how to play good defense, you're still going to play good defense. I just want to let y'all know that. Don't have everybody telling you, oh, that you need a 7-foot wingspan to get good contest on people. No, you don't. Yeah, they're going to hit some bullshit shots every now and then, but they're going to hit those bullshit shots on you no matter what. I've hit those type of shots on locks with long wingspans. So it's going to happen here and there. That's just the way the game works, okay? So 6'7" wingspan, and these are the attributes that I went with. 62 close shot, 57 driving layup. Now, in my opinion, this is really the only weak part of the build. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Y'all know I keep it 100. I'm not going to sit here and tell you this build is perfect. It isn't. This build has two major flaws or weaknesses. And the number one flaw or weakness is that it's pretty one-dimensional. All you're going to be able to do is shoot, space the floor, shoot mid-range, shoot threes, and pass the ball. You're not going to really be able to do too much, and play defense, obviously, but offensively, you're not going to really be able to do too much. This build has no driving dunk, no standing dunk, it has no post ability, and it doesn't really have finishing. Now, if I could change anything, I might bring down the mid-range down to like an 84 for gold midi magician, which is more than enough to knock down mid-range shots. You could even go 77 or 80 really with silver midi magician and still consistently knock down mid-range shots. I have no problem catching shoot mid-range shots. I have no problem shooting moving mid-range shots with like a 77 or 84 mid-range shot. So if those of you who play this game, y'all know that you can get by without it. I went 92 just for midi magician, just to overkill the build, but you can drop this mid-range down to like bam, like right here, 84. That's going to put you down to a 97 out of 99, and now you got a little more wiggle room to do what you need to do. You can go physical and be faster. You can go perimeter and steal to, have better defense. You can go ball handle, increase the ball handle, or you can go drive and layup, increase the drive and layup. It's totally up to you. I'm just saying that if I would take away anything from the build, that is the only place I would take away from. I wouldn't take away from anything else. Wouldn't take away the three ball, wouldn't take away the perimeter or steal. I'm not taking away anything else. I will take away the mid-range because that's what you need the least, and then go into driving layup and put your driving layup. Maybe you could go up to like a 70 something, 75, 77, which is decent enough to finish down low, but that's the only major flaw this build has. It has no finishing, so you're not going to really be able to do anything if they're just on the three-point line with you. Obviously, I already talked about the 92 mid-range, the 96 3 ball. We have an 83 free throw, which is more than enough to knock down our free throws consistently. We have an 87 pass accuracy. Now, you could bring this down to an 85 and still get the two-way diamond name, but when you go down those 2 points, you're going to lose gold break starter and bronze bailout. So that's kind of why I just stayed with the 87. I've seen people go 92, which to me is overkill. I really don't notice really much of a difference between 87 and 92, except for right here, that special delivery for bounce passes. That's the only real noticeable difference. I mean, I guess you got gold dimer and needle threader, which it's good, but personally, the only major difference to badges I notice is that not having that Hall of Fame special delivery. It sucks for bounce passes. On my 92 pass accuracy build, I'll be bounce passing that shit through everybody, and I rarely turn the ball over. So that's really the only major differences between 87 and 92. You can get by with 87. I run point with the 77 and don't have no problems. Probably average like 1 turnover a game, and that's mostly due to you passing the ball and it pulling them into the paint, pulling them to the 3-point line, pulling them into a turnover, basically. So, 87 pass accuracy. And then this is the only other flaw that this build has. It doesn't really have ball handle. It has a 75 ball handle with bronze unpluckable. But as you know, most people who made 2A sharps back then, they didn't really put ball handle on their build. And if they did put ball handle, they had like a 75 ball handle. Which was enough for silver unpluckable back in 2K22, and it was enough for like bronze killer combos and stuff like that when we still had badge points. So 75 ball handle, like, it's not ideal, but your job is to really spot up. This 75 ball handle is really for dudes that play 3s or you play 2s or something like that. You'll be able to do something. You'll be able to put the ball on the floor if you need to. You know what I'm saying? But this isn't ideal for you to be a primary ball handler. This isn't ideal for you to be running point in rec or running the offense in 3s. This isn't ideal for anything other than, you know, you need to put the ball on the floor here and there. Your man's got the lock on him and shit, and then he throws the ball to you in the corner. You need to create something real quick. That's what that 75 ball handle is for. You'll actually be able to put the ball on the floor. You'll actually be able to have dribble sig animations. You're not running with like rookie big man shit. And you have some badges as well, too. You have handles for days. You have killer combos, unpluckable. You have silver ankle breakers, silver physical handles. You know what I'm saying? You have something. You're not barren out here with no playmaking badges whatsoever. And you're not going to just pass the ball. So it gives you an option. You know, that really is the only 2 weaknesses this build has. The ball handling and the lack of a driving layup or driving dunk. Other than that, this build, you know, isn't too bad. You see moving on to defense, we have a 91 perimeter and a 91 steal, which is going to get us gold badges pretty much across the board. Gold stealing badges. The only thing we won't have is gold clamps, but we make do. You know what I'm saying? We still got everything else. Most of my builds have silver clamps anyway, so I'm cool with silver clamps. But I'm gonna have gold challenger instead of silver. I'm gonna have gold ankle braces instead of silver, 94 feet, gold instead of silver. This is an upgrade for most of my builds because most of my builds have 85 perimeter. So 91 perimeter, 91 steal, you know, you can't go wrong with that. And then moving on to the physicals, 83 speed, 80 acceleration, a 70 strength, which don't make a defensive build or a lockdown build to not have strength. You want some type of strength. You know, I guess you could, technically speaking, edit this build and go higher on the weight. It's not going to do anything but drop your speed and acceleration some. And then you could go higher on the strength if you want. I don't know where you would take that from on this build. Maybe the mid-range, because I didn't do the mid-range thing. So I guess you could take the mid-range down, put some of that into strength, maybe go 80 strength, and then put the rest on layup and finesse it that way. But that's really the only thing that I would really make changes for this build, just so I could be a little bit stronger, especially when you do play the 3. And then finally a 95 stamina, which I only went 95 because of the ball handle. We aren't going to be able to get silver handles for days anyway, so there's really no point in going higher than the 95. You can't get 94 feet because we only have a 91 perimeter as well as the workhorse, so there's really no reason to go any higher than 95 stamina. Save some points. Bronze handles for days, gold 94 feet, and then of course, you know, you see gold workhorse at the end there. And then, of course, you'll see the, you know, shades of, which we have JJ Redick, we have Tyler Hero, and then, of course, we have Austin Reeves, which is crazy because, like, Austin Reeves, Tyler Hero, none of these dudes are 2-ways. JJ Redick, none of these dudes are 2-way players, but whatever, you have built a 2-way diamond sharpshooter, so there you have it. This is my 2-way diamond sharp build for NBA 2K24. It's been your boy Lit. Please be sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe for more NBA 2K24 content, and, of course, more rare builds like this. I'm out, y'all. Peace.